Hello you guys, welcome or welcome back to my channel. If it's your first time here, you're watching BookedonCharity, and welcome to episode 3 of Get to Know My Bookshelf. And this one is the cookbook edition. I've been hinting at doing a cookbook collection video, and finally we've got one. So I'm going to show you all of the cookbooks that I have currently in my household, because I have one that I've given to my mother and another one that I had borrowed to a friend of mine. It was more of a cookbook for children with allergies, and I had gotten it when my daughter's allergies were like really bad, and hers has gotten a little better, but she has a son whose allergies are even worse than my daughter's. So I thought it could be useful to her more than me at the moment. So yeah, these cookbooks are not going to be shown to you in any particular order. I'm just going to pick one up and show you and give you a quick glimpse at what you can expect from the cookbook if you decide to pick it up. So starting with one of my favorites, mainly because it speaks true to the kind of lifestyle I'm aiming towards. We've got the South African vegan cookbook. This is the second edition. Obviously, the author had a first edition that I do not own yet, and this is by Leozet Ruet, and it's all plant-based food. And I love it because this is where I'm heading towards in terms of my eating habits and lifestyle. And the food in here, I don't like to make this comparison that, oh my gosh, it looks like quote unquote normal food, because we have this perception that vegan food is not good, it's not delicious, it's not yummy, it can't taste the same as what normal food should be. But to me, it's like, I don't care for it to taste that way. It's not meant to, and therefore mostly when I make vegan meals, I don't use any meat alternatives. So I don't use any soy meat. I don't like them. I have tried fries, sausages, which I still have half of them frozen in my fridge, but I don't think it's something that I would buy. But I do enjoy things like falafel, which is made out of vegetables. I do like veggie patties that I would buy, and the Beyond Burger patty is actually pretty good. That's the one thing that actually does taste more like meat, which makes it easier if you're transitioning, but it makes it difficult because those Beyond Burgers are not actually available for us to buy in store. I know at some point Woolworths did sell them, but they were hell expensive and just not for this country's economy. But yeah, with that said, I enjoy my vegan meals being veggie based, fruit based, and not really care to put any meat alternative. If I want a vegan bolognese, instead of using a fake mince, I would rather use lentils, just to give you an example. But the food in here is so colorful, it's so fresh looking, it's delicious looking, and I just love it. And I love that her meals as well do not really include a lot of meat alternatives. There's tofu in here, there's lentils, there's a vegetable boiki that I made the other day and I loved, pumpkin fritters. There's things that you can still enjoy here, just taking out the meat from what you would normally make, and I absolutely love it. And I just love that it's not all just salads. And the one thing that I know I still have to get better at is making sauces, because there is a struggle to get vegan sauces all around. But yeah, this is what you can expect to see. For me, meat alternative, I'll go for lentils, I'll go for mushrooms, because I really love mushrooms. But mushrooms, if I'm craving that salt from meat, let's why lanama. When you're having that craving, usually mushrooms help with that for a flexitarian like me. So yeah, this is the first cookbook. I've been enjoying it. There's a lot of recipes that I still need to try out from here, but I'm really, really excited for this one. The next one I have is the Dairy-Free Food for Kids cookbook. I got this one because my daughter is allergic to dairy. I am lactose intolerant, so I'm also cutting out as much dairy as possible. But this is like more kid-friendly recipes. I like that their recipes are kind of like fun and they're mostly easy to make. I must admit that I haven't tried a lot of these yet because my kid is very particular as well, and if she sees too many colorful things in her food, she's less likely to try it. So if I'm making like veggies for her, things like that, I try to hide it behind other things so that she eats it. But she doesn't like to see like little things that she kind of recognize in her food. So it's made it a little bit tricky. But also I think the other reason that I'm not using this one a lot, or I haven't used this one a lot, there is a few recipes that does include nuts, and she is allergic to nuts. So, and eggs. So yeah, so this one is not it's just dairy free. There is quite some nice recipes in here that I still have to try out. And then for the braai must, for the people who love their meats, hey, an African bite by Chef Mbombi is one for you. So this is like, I look at this book as, if I'm having a braai and I'm inviting some people over, this is probably the book that I will open up. Or if you like having a traditional event at home, this is the kind of cookbook. Because look at this. Look at that scopo at the back. But yeah, he's got like really good stuff in here. I mean, there's recipes to make maheu, guys. Fermented maize-based drink. Marula beer, like African beer. Umqombothi, guys. Oh no, umqombothi is African beer. Maheu is, yeah, like he described. Don't listen to me. Fermented maize-based drink. Marula beer. Yeah, guys, we can make some beers. We can make some beers here. But this is like a vegetarian meal, which I guess if you may be having a braai, you can have the salad together with your whatever protein. And it's roasted butternut and halloumi salad. And I had halloumi for the first time 2 weeks ago. I've been avoiding eating it because I'm just like, fried cheese. Not my bad. But it was actually quite nice. I'm like, okay. But it doesn't fall in line with me trying to be vegan because it's still dairy. I think I don't know if it's made of goat or what halloumi, where halloumi comes from, but it's not vegan. Let me say that, it's not vegan. And there's things like summer pasta salad with ox tongue, guys. Pasta salad with smoked chicken and pesto. This is such a manly man cookbook. It's just, they'll probably like with the salads be like, what? Vegetable brown rice, curried rice, and they look so good, these rice. Lime, couscous, lemon and herb rice. Okay, fine, take back that what I said. And then there's Mzansi jollof rice. I should try this. Hey, I'm gonna actually try this jollof rice. Samp and beans with potatoes, creamy samp, spinach and bab, fried chicken, steamed bread, creamy mushroom maize, amatambo, marrow bones with pasta. I've never thought to put those two things together. And like everything that I just read now, he labels as Gogo's recipes. I love that. Meaty brown lentil soup. Oh, you see, this I can get into without the mince, or even with the mince, on one of the days where the family, because I make mince for the family like once a week. That's kind of like the only time I cook meat. That's the one meat I was told not to take out of our food, our grocery list. So we still eat chicken and we still eat mince, but we trying to stay away from pork. We're trying to stay away from steaks, beef and such. But when I go out to places, like the other day I went to a work event and I had a piece of steak. Granted, I came home with a bloated stomach, no cramps, thankfully, but yeah, we are cutting out those things. I think this is such a, I don't know why I didn't give this one a chance. Okay, I made the assumption that it's such a manly man, heavy on meat, even though there is a lot of meat, but there is also some good recipes in here. Braised snook, I'm not really a fan of snook because it's just a lot of work, man. Deep fried fish bones. I used to love these. Beer battered hake, not really a fan of hake, but I love that he's got like different things. Goat meat stew with some ox liver with bacon and jalapenos. Like, his food sounds good. Ox tripe, 3 ways, lamb and bacon stew, lamb chops, lamb trotters, beef stew with carrots and thyme, chicken hearts with bacon. I actually like chicken hearts. I'm gonna miss chicken hearts. Fried chicken wings. Hey, omelette. He's got a lot of good stuff in here. A lot of it is what it explains, an African bite, which is essentially what this cookbook is. Definitely agree on this one. Okay, the next one is Feed My Tribe, and I was fortunate to be invited to the event to launch this book in Santon a few months ago, and it was such a good event. So this is definitely a book that is signed, personalized to me with a beautiful message, and the recipes in here, they're just so yum yum yum. That's what they are. They are just yum yum yum. But and I absolutely love the way that she's titled her recipes. Exhibit A, Babala's breakfast buns. Hey, for you guys, the drinkers. For you, the drinkers who just need something nice and spicy and salty the morning after. This is exactly what you get. But I love her recipes. Braised pork trotters with some dumpling. Tastes like home is one of the areas. Whole roast chicken, and she's got like different sections in her cookbook. It's basically breakfast meals, not a morning person is what she calls it, and she's got the stunning photos on each section, and then with salads, sexy salads. I love it. This is going to be a favorite section of mine. We've got a quinoa bowl, we've got a soy broccoli salad, Moroccan couscous salad. Oh, guys, pretty in pink salad, salmon summer salad. I love these titles. Goat milk, cheese, and beetroot salad. You want to try that out? Green bean salad. And then we've got date night at home. And I just love how she's just being spoon-fed something creamy and yummy. But yeah, she's got lovely recipes, and she's just a gentle, beautiful soul. Yeah. And her story of how she got to writing this cookbook is a painful one, but she's come out so much stronger. And I just loved it. It was such a beautiful event. And she's got her son in there. Gorgeous photos. I absolutely love what they did with these photos. And yeah, I can't wait to explore the rest of this book. This one was gifted to me by Penguin Random House when I went for the event, the Feed My Tribe event. And then from MB Publishers, they sent me the South African Air Fryer Cookbook. I'm an air fryer lover. I love the air fryer. I will try and make whatever I can in the air fryer. The only thing I haven't tried is baking, because also I was even telling my husband the other day, I'm like, you know what, I used to know how to bake and I used to bake nice things, but I'm struggling these days, and I think it's because I'm trying to bake vegan stuff. Vegan baking is difficult because I don't even want to lie to you. It is difficult. I've tried baking without eggs, without cow's milk, without all these things that make the right things happen when baking. It's been a flop, so I will try. But yeah, I still have to try a lot of these recipes. The stuffed mushrooms, roasted cauliflower. I've tried a lot of vegetables in the air fryer, but I was looking for other examples. You can make your roast chickens, pork belly roast, meatloaf, chutney chicken. So you can make a lot of chicken schnitzels, fish. You can grill your meat. So I've tried like the general things that you can do, but because we don't eat a lot of meat in this household, I don't cook a lot of meat in the air fryer. But I've done a lot of like meals. I've done a lot of veggies. I do like chicken strips, chips, those kind of things, always in the air fryer because it's quick for my daughter. What is this toasted sandwich? I feel like, have I tried toasted sandwich in the air fryer before? I don't know. Maybe I should try it again, but I don't remember. I think I might have tried it before. African air fryer cookbook. And then we've got my recent addition to the household, Senedlile Kodwa. Have you eaten yet? And this is by Zanele van Zyl. I didn't mention the authors of the previous books. Why? An African Bite is by Chef Mbombi. Feed My Tribe is by Mule Sitati. The South African Air Fryer Cookbook is by Louisa Holst. And then this one, Senedlile Kodwa, is by Zanele van Zyl. Another thing I love about this one is the pictures. There's pictures of her and her friends, family, and the recipes. Mango acha, potato bake, lemon and herb marinades. I love seeing marinades in cookbooks because, like I said, I struggle to find vegan marinades or like sauces. So finding recipes for dips, I love it. Asian sesame dressing. We've got uputu ne cabbage. Putu and cabbage. Like, these are like such homey recipes that we grew up eating at our like grandmother's house. Like, when I see this, I just think of my grandmother. And she calls that section homegrown. But there's so many savory rice. I need to try all these different types of rice meals we can have. Beetroot feta and pine nut salad, orange cinnamon roasted butternut, chicken and mushroom pie. I've never tried making pie. I think it's more the pastry part of it that I would find difficult. Chicken and rice stir fry, rump steak, lamb and butternut pasta, mushroom risotto, the green salad, brown rice and halloumi salad. And then there's like a story about her and her kids. These are her kids. And I'm looking forward to reading this as well and seeing where her inspirations come from. Pickled fish. When last I had that? And a tomato shakshuka. I've never had a shakshuka, but mainly because it's the eggs. That is also part of the main ingredient, and I do not eat eggs, or I should not be eating eggs, and I don't normally buy eggs anyway. So my cook sisters, she's got cook sisters in here, guys. Good stuff in here, good stuff. I wish I had all the time and the money in December, and I would just be cooking all day, doing all this, because I used to love cooking so much, and it became such a chore for me that I kind of like fell out of love with it because it was more a means to an end. And my idea of collecting all of these cookbooks is to bring back that love, find new recipes, because there's a point in time where my brain goes blank. I cannot even think about what to eat. And I will have things in the house, but I'm just like, what am I doing? And this is the time where I need these cookbooks. And that happened to me this week, where I was just like, well, you feel like you don't have food in the house, but you do. You do. Open your cupboards. You do. You could probably make a killer meal, but the brain won't allow you to think about it. The next one I have is Fatima Sado's Cape Malay Cooking, My Story, My Heritage. You guys have probably seen this one a few times because one of my favorite things that I make from here is the roti. I love me some rotis, and as well as the curry. I love curries, and I feel like in my vegan journey that is one of the easiest things for me to do. And vegetable curries, just it wins in this household. Everybody loves it. I don't have to think too much about it. And the other thing I love about curries is just like, for me, there's no set recipe. You add whatever vegetables you can find. And for me, it's like also lentils and beans. So this sugar bean curry is a favorite. It's a favorite in this household. I haven't tried her other stuff as well. There are nice treats. But like I said, when it comes to baking, I need to figure that out. Because I feel like I'm going to end up having that as the final hold in me crossing over the vegan line. But yeah. Okay, next one is Jamie Oliver's One. This is the Simple One Pot Wonder. When I requested this book, this is also from Penguin House, I requested this book because I was like, one pan, one pot. This is going to be super easy recipes that are quick to make, because even though I used to love cooking and right now I'm trying to get back into the love of cooking, I still don't enjoy being on the stove for hours and hours. I do not enjoy it. So when I saw this, I'm like, this is perfect. I want to be able to just throw everything in one pot, let everything cook, and it must come out good. That's kind of like my thought process to cooking. I don't like to be there with like multiple pots for like many hours. If I have multiple pots on the stove, it means that I'm making multiple meals. So I'm always on that time management when it comes to cooking. So I like this, that it gives you those options, and the recipes don't even have, like, it's not a long list of recipes. Like, look at this, prawn pancake serves 2 people, total 16 minutes. 16 minutes. That's the kind of thing I need in my life. Teriyaki prawns, 17 minutes. Friggin' fish stew, 15 minutes. Sweet corn fritters, 16 minutes. Chickpea shakshuka, 13. I love chickpea shakshuka. What do you have in here? It's the eggs, guys. It's the eggs that's the problem. Can I make shakshuka without eggs? All the shakshukas have eggs. All of them. Smashed lemongrass chicken, poached chicken soup, podge soup. I don't even know. Roasted carrot salad, squash and chickpea salad, smoked pancetta, and bean salad, bean pasta. I keep sending salads. Garlic mushroom tagliatelle. So, yeah, his recipes are, I'm seeing like mostly 8 ingredients required, and some of them will be like thyme, which very rocket garlic. Total 8 minutes. This is the kind of things I want to make. I want to be on the stove for the least amount of time. If I'm making a vegan meal, I'm normally on the stove for like 30 minutes, not counting chopping time. But if I'm cooking meat, then it's usually like an hour minimum. And yeah, that's kind of like my cutoff point. And the next one that I really enjoy is Thrive, because it has healthy recipes, and it says healthy recipes that break the diet rules by Nikki Robertson. And I'm somebody who, I don't believe in diets, but I believe in healthy lifestyle. So I would never like follow this diet or that diet or 30 days of this, or unless maybe I'm doing a challenge, which I did, I think, a few years ago, where I ate raw vegan meals every day for 7 days. And it was good. It opened my mind to become like more creative with my meals, but it was interesting. I think I didn't last the whole 7 days though. I think I lasted 4 days. Things started getting hectic, and I needed something quick because it wasn't quick things to make. I had to have at least 30 minutes to like whip up something. But this is, I guess, where I need to learn how to meal prep properly. But yeah, this one has a lot of good stuff as well. Asparagus and spinach soup, grain-free pancakes. But the eggs, guys. Apple cinnamon protein muffins. I just don't like this. Also, like a whole egg thing. I think that the thing that I don't enjoy about a lot of the healthy cookbooks is that eggs is something that is listed as healthy, but for me, it's not. I do have times where I crave eggs, but I don't consider eggs healthy. In my opinion, there's other ways to get your protein, right? So eggs will never be a source of protein for me where I depend on it to get my protein, because I've learned that there's so many other places to get your protein. And with this whole situation now of eggs being bad and I don't know what's happening with the chickens, I'm just like, I'm so glad I don't have that kind of stress in my life. But yeah, a lot of these recipes include eggs, which I think is part of the reason why I don't pick this one up a lot. But she still has a lot of good ones. Baked baby marrow chips. I mean, I want to try that. Cauliflower breadsticks. I want to try that. Chickpea and ginger bowl. Right my alley. Edamame hummus. I mean, Samia. Baked chicken with chorizo and sage meatballs. That's my vibe. But I still get these cookbooks because my journey of being vegan is not my husband's journey. It's not my daughter's journey. So they are flexitarian and will probably stay flexitarian forever and ever. So I still have to kind of like learn and find new recipes for them to enjoy. So one thing that I really like about this is that it comes with meal plans as well, to kind of give you an example of what to eat when. And this specific meal plan is for anti-inflammatory, so if you know that you struggle with that, it gives you ideas of what to eat. And then meal plan number 1 is the glucose balance, so if you're somebody who struggles with that, this gives you also an idea of what to eat. Meal plan number 3 is for people who are intermittent fasting, which is me essentially, and it gives you an idea as well of what to eat. So this is specifically the 10-hour eating interval, which I think is probably one of the easiest ones. So it's either you eat from 7 to 5 or from 10 to 8. So I'm mostly doing, let's say, 10 to 6 on most days. That's my, not even 10 o'clock. I think on most days I eat from 11 until about, let me say 11 to 7. That's usually my timeline. But yeah, like today I ate at 2. So today I ate 2 to 9. Because I still have food next to me, 2 to 9. But yeah, it shifts. But my thing is I just don't eat before 11 o'clock. That's just my rule. And then I try on most days to stop eating by 7 p.m. And then the final cookbook that I have is Good and Simple. And this is by Sarah Graham. This is one of my favorites. This is absolutely one of my favorites. She has a lot of meals that are vegetarian based but could easily be turned vegan, which is a huge selling point for me. She has a lot of interesting things. Cauliflower, leek and white bean crumble. Like, this is a vegetarian meal, but she always has like a flexitarian footnote: add shredded leftover roast chicken or even chunks of hot smoked salmon just before adding the crumble topping. This is for people who wanted to add meat on it, but if you don't, you're good to go. You're good to go. And hey, I need to try this. Red onion, leeks, cauliflower, cannellini beans, which I actually really like. They're nice and sweet. Olive oil, dried herbs, black pepper, salt. Feta cheese is optional, or I can use vegan feta. Butter, plain flour, Dijon mustard, and then a quarter cup of milk or vegetable stock, which I can do both. And I can make hey, I need to try this out. I need to, clearly I haven't gone through this whole thing. And you've got this 1 pot plant powered bolognese. Let's use a little, which is, see, this is the kind of bolognese that I want to end up eating when my family's doing their minced bolognese. And I mean, you can make it exactly the same way. The only difference is that you just don't add the meat, but you still use your normal spices that you use for meat, which gives it that flavor as well. Baked sweet potatoes. I tried these broccoli and sweet potato croquettes the other time. They were pretty good. I didn't add any cheese to them, so I just made them without. And now I found, because she used Parmesan cheese, and I recently found a vegan Parmesan, which tastes not so bad. So yeah, this is the final cookbook that I have in my collection, and I absolutely love it. But yeah, that is all the cookbooks that I currently own. Let me know down below, what is your favorite meal to make? Do you collect cookbooks? Do you use cookbooks? And drop me your favorite meal down below. You don't have to give me a recipe or anything. I could probably just Google it. But yeah, if you enjoyed this video, remember to give it a thumbs up. Leave me a bowl of food emoji if you've made it this far in this video, and remember to subscribe to this channel. Remember to check out the rest of my videos in the series. It is a new series that I started called Get to Know My Bookshelves, and this is now episode 3. Looking forward to doing the other episodes, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.